entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway in Buffalo. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing Jones. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's set. Now Jones on the move to his left. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. Unfortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Handoff comes to Cook. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Jones flushed out right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A give. This is Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. Spins past him. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. We're scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now a run with Cook. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The Colts on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you can.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Dalvin Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down, here's the run with Cook, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. This a quick pass to Davis.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the ground, it's Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Rolling to his left.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Allen will try again on second down.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
To you now, bro.
Throwing is Allen on third. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, send it through, bro. When my old lady get home, I have her send it.
Hawk as he gets this one away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
I like problems.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Yeah, I've been trying to get
That's
some
into a crowd and
intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half.
I thought y'all boys were cranking up
Easy
there,
to
bro.
second guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's
petty,
on
though,
me.
man. That's
I wanted
stopping
to
you
press
from
it,
not
but
getting
it's
no
because
more
I believe in you guys.
Get you a little core. Ain't about nothing, man. I get you nothing, man.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills.
Did you get compensated for him?
There. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills
Well, you
have taken
come up
the
with a
lead.
receipt. You come up with a receipt. Yeah, write a proposal. Write a proposal.
14-7.
Then you call.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Yeah, I like that one. That's the one I like to have. Yeah, I like that one.
Now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
It sounds like you ain't doing
The
it.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see how
No,
they want to
I'll
play
get
this. Just a
something
little
to
over
do.
20 seconds to go.
I promise you I will.
He'll buy some time right.
He's giving me broke vibes, bro. Just like you. They ain't
They'll
doing
take this to
this
the
right
other
now.
side of midfield
If
before
you need,
going out of
you need a
bounds.
loan or something, I'll hit
Big
you off.
play that time through the air. 30
You
yards.
Let me
When
know
they needed a
you
play
know,
this year,
when
he's
you-
certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully
Let me know when you
consistent
gonna get it
and
back to
sometimes
me.
spectacular.
They'll
I'd
run on
rather
first
you.
down.
I'd
It's
rather you
Cook.
hold me
It's a
for
6-yard
a year.
pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And you keep
Now a
bothering
timeout
me
signal
about
for him.
fucking
They'll get it with 10 seconds to go
petty
before
ass.
halftime.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
You ain't bothering me. I got time.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he stopped immediately there.
Got time.
Now a timeout.
Money the hell up, bro. I
7
got time
seconds
for all
left
this.
in the first half.
I'm hanging out the window with my ratchet ass friend.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg.
I think I can get another one.
So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Or they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Brother.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On the carry, it's Cook.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Let's go. 58, right over there, right, 58.
From just shy of midfield, Allen throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cook. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
58, come on. 58, Smite, 58, Smite. Get the way.
To the air, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Quick slant here to Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On first down, Cook. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. On 1st and 10, Jones flush to his right. Campbell making the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. On 2nd down, it's Cook. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Cook. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nick Bellore, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Jones throwing for it. And it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
From the 39, Allen finding Knox there, complete.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, Allen. Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Allen finding some room at midfield. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Excellent work that time to get free. And for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. To throw is Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Eluding the pressure right. Airing one out for Crowder. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Flush to his right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary.